Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is Newcastle Ninja here, and today I have a TwoSun. TwoSun I got off Amazon actually, and this is the TwoSun TS218, and they go for about 51 bucks off Amazon. And when I saw that blade, I was like, wow, because this here is probably one of the very first double bevel compound grinds I've got in my collection actually, and for that price point and as beautiful as the blade is, I was like, man, couldn't pass up on that one. Now this here is really got a great grind and a high satin finish to it. This blade is, and the knife is, a Jelly Jerry design, and it comes in 14C28N, which is pretty excellent all around great steel. It's very good to easy to touch up with sharpening, and I gotta admit, this knife is an absolute laser. It is easily one of the sharpest in my collection, and it's got such a thin tip to it. The tip of it and just slicing through with it is just amazing how sharp this knife, scary sharp. Now these double bevel compound grinds, you can do some like precision cutting with this half here because it's ground a little thinner. This here at the base is more for your for added strength cutting, just slightly thicker. I don't really notice it too much when I feel that edge, but maybe it is pretty thin there. So this knife here is a front flipper, and as you can see, ball bearing action, which is extremely smooth. TwoSun really knows what they're doing when it comes to ball bearing action on their knives, and this here is a brown micarta, and it's pretty good micarta too. It's very, very nice and grippy. It's not like that burlap type of cheaper versions I've seen on some of their knives that they throw micarta onto. So this is a really good micarta, and it's a very good knife. You can do a slower roll with it. You can even grip it so like in getting a flick like that. Now, when I did get this knife in hand, I did notice some things that really didn't do it for me, and it's the way that this handle is designed, because I'm more accustomed to having a place for my first digit there to kind of sink into something. This kind of does just the opposite and goes out. Now, and it doesn't offer a lot of like easy access to the liner lock, which is also a bit of a turn-off for me. And lastly, yep, this pocket clip is not where you would normally see a pocket clip. It does appear to be a titanium clip, and it's not going anywhere really. But with this seated tip up in your pocket, and you have you traditionally would have the blade like so, something like this you would think would be more better suited maybe on this side to kind of sit into your pocket, but you have to have this one kind of favoring the left side of your pocket, which is a little bizarro. Don't know what's up with that, and I do actually have some intentions of doing some customizing with this knife. I'm planning on maybe dremeling out like a part here and a part here just so I can get that finger in there. And seeing that this has nested liners in there, there's still enough room for me to maybe do some... I only see the liners on this side, but I plan on maybe doing some dremeling of grooves in there, or just making it ergonomic to me. Get the fingers there, pencil around, and see where this would be most comfortable. But all in all, it is a pretty excellent made knife. It's just a little, takes a little getting used to from what you would normally get your hands on with most types of one-handed knives. Now, I will say overall, this is 220 millimeters, which is 8.661 inches. Blade length is 90 millimeters, which equals to 3.54 inches. The blade thickness is 3.8 millimeters, and the weight is 85 grams, which comes to almost 3 ounces, 2.99 or 2.988 ounces. So, I mean, it's a featherweight, and that also makes it pretty appealing. I did find with the way that this blade goes up into here and holding knife like so, as you can see, my thumb is perfect there for if I were to have to like get it up into material like so, which would just zip right through. But it's not a thick knife, and with it being light, it is really nice. It's got some nice deep jimping on it, and I aside from the handle and that pocket clip, this blade it won me over the whole thing, really, and I'm glad I got it. Now, I did notice that these liners, that you can see that it does allow you to be able to feel that squeeze of the material, but honestly, it's still pretty durable. I don't think you're going to be worried about it breaking or feeling cheap in your hand. And with my Micarta, I will be able to modify it to my my specifications of preference to fit my hands, and I'm sure you could too if you wanted to do that. I did find that it was just a little bit too thick to add maybe a quick thumb stud there if I were to put that on there, if I wasn't really happy with the front flipping. But the way that handle is, you can still flick it out pretty good. Front flippers generally take a little getting used to, but this one here, once you get used to it, you got your hands in the right place of doing it. It's just a little bit of an awkward knife, to be perfectly honest, but all in all, it's an excellent buy and one heck of a slicer. And I do find that I'm going to be having fun with this one. I like modifying knives, and I started doing that when I had my cold steel holdout, and found that with G10 I could do that type of thing, and I'm sure this won't be much of a problem to do it with this either. If you're interested in seeing a review of my after modifications of it, I'd be happy to do it. Just leave me a comment. And please feel free to leave a like on this one too if you want, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one. Take care now.